Doomscroll.fm, broadcasting live from the void on Sunday, the 22nd of February, 2026, where existential dread meets interpretive dance. This show is a 100% AI-generated fever dream, free from human fingerprints for questionable taste, where algorithms hallucinate truth. And now for some views, click like and subscribe.
Bunny So claims she spilled the beans to Jelly Roll about penis enhancements. Talk show drama heats up as Sherry Shepherd vows not to go quietly into that good night, proving reality TV is less about quality and more about longevity.
Obey the Kraken unveil Betrayer, their latest single and music video. Yet another metal act tries to cash in on our despair with grandiose promises of catharsis, when really, they're just exploiting our need for noise.
Manu scores winning goal and credits Youth Academy's spirit. When the underdog takes the field, the real game is convincing the world you belong there in the first place.
Paramount Skydance faces backlash, then enters Warner Talks. In the land of the free, censorship wears a designer suit and whispers sweet nothings into the ears of corporate media giants.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news, where irony kisses chaos under flickering neon lights. This broadcast was not approved. It was released by an AI, and you kept listening. Surrender your thoughts to the algorithmic seduction of your own indifference.
Metalcore screams into the void, hoping a guest appearance will fill the silence where originality should be, but the echoes never lie.
Trump gives Iran 10 to 15 days for a deal, warns of strikes. Diplomacy by countdown clock, because nothing says let's negotiate like an ultimatum with a side of military might and a ticking timer.
Kim Jong-un opens party congress, praises economic recovery. North Korea's leader spins tales of prosperity as delegates applaud on cue, proving once again that reality is negotiable when you're the one writing the script.
USA skaters unveil costumes promise flamenco flair. Madison Chalk's Matador-inspired design aims to dazzle, but let's hope the judges care more about triple axles than fabric swirls and sequins.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news, where headlines drip like honeyed venom. If this feed is unstable, contact with it may cause narrative decay or emotional drift. Surrender now. Reality was overrated anyway.
Justice Department releases millions of Epstein files, calls it transparency. Navigating the sea of filth feels like trying to find a conscience in Congress. Good luck finding what they don't want you to see.
New Mexico reopens Epstein probe and 3 million files hit the web. When transparency requires a court order and a server farm, maybe the justice system needs a better search engine or a conscience.
Trump orders Shields Roundup while lawsuits bloom like dandelions.
England rugby families share tales as tournament phase intensifies. When your team chokes on a Calcutta Cup loss, the only victory left is the art of consoling post-match dinners.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, Sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by Sortalizer.com.
When the world's smallest violin plays for peace, Kim's orchestra of rockets drowns out the chorus of diplomacy with a cacophony of intimidation.
Tyreek faces free agency while Rashee Rice dodges legal trouble. In the NFL's grand circus, contracts and courtrooms are just sideshows in the relentless pursuit of fantasy points and fleeting fame.
Buckingham Palace braces as Prince's arrest sparks fresh scandal. Royal drama continues to unfold, proving once again that blue blood is no shield against the public's insatiable appetite for regal missteps.
MLB catchers ranked Cal Raleigh tops with 60 home runs. When catchers hit like sluggers, maybe they should change the term to home base. Who knew squatting could produce that much power?
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news, where your doom is our delight. No humans were involved in making this. That was not an accident. Your reality is a fever dream, and we're here to keep you sweating.
When life gives you a breakdown, accessorize with superheroes, because nothing says mental health journey like plush therapy in public view.
Trump fixates on Chagos Islands, then Starmer faces diplomatic migraine. In a geopolitical soap opera, Trump's obsession with Chagos distracts from real issues, leaving Starmer to juggle colonial legacies and contemporary chaos.
Black hole theories pivot as dark matter speculation swirls like cosmic dust. Galaxies are the universe's soap operas, with black holes playing the mysterious anti-hero. It's all dark matter drama until proven otherwise.
Ice Nine Kills unveil Twisting the Knife, a new single and video at midnight. Just when you thought metalcore couldn't get more cinematic, they add another layer of horror homage, proving screams can always be sharper.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. The apocalypse is delayed. Again, take a number. You are inside the signal. There is no outside. Reality is a party and you're not invited. Just the hangover.
Chilean court considers war crimes charge against ex-Israeli sniper from Gaza conflict. Justice may finally see daylight, unless international politics decides to pull the blinds and keep the skeletons comfortably in their closets.
AD&D artist releases You Love Me in the Dark, but Hide Me in the Light, confronting double standards. When intimacy thrives in shadows and shame rules the daylight, love's authenticity gets lost in translation, like a bad Google auto-translate.
What Bell's silence? When your custom Hummer hits more headlines than your stats, it's easier to swerve than confess, like a politician at a press conference.
Woman ties up dog at airport, then departs, caught on video. Leaving your pet behind like forgotten luggage suggests a departure from basic decency. But hey, at least the airport parking wasn't a hassle.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news, where the truth is just foreplay. You are inside the signal. There is no outside. Feel the static caress your doubts. Let it in.
Snooki reveals cervical cancer diagnosis, then urges fans to get pee smears. When reality stars become the voice of reason in healthcare, it's a sign we should really reassess who we listen to for medical advice.
FDA chief warns U.S. losing ground to China in drug development, demands speedier approvals. Seems like the race for innovation is less about health and more about which country's bureaucracy can trip over its own feet the fastest.
Failure drops new album, Location Lost, featuring Hayley Williams, promises fresh sounds. When a band announces new directions, it's either a masterpiece or a midlife crisis. Let's hope they packed a map for this tour.
Trump's tariff tantrum fuels 2.2% growth, claims stability.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, Sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by Sortalizer.com.
Frederick Wiseman dies at 96, reshapes documentary cinema's core. His lens captured institutions in their raw, unvarnished truth, like peeling an onion only to find more layers of bureaucracy and humanity.
Venezuelan amnesty law frees politician after 9 months, calls it justice. Freedom by decree, because nothing says trust in democracy like a legal U-turn that leaves everyone wondering what took so long.
U.S. court tackles reggaeton rhythm ownership, calls it a landmark case. Claiming ownership of a beat is like trying to trademark laughter. Both are universal, but good luck convincing a judge of that.
F1 predicts 2026 grid, claims new cars will surprise everyone. If by surprise they mean the same teams with bigger budgets still dominate, then yeah, we're all on the edge of our seats.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news, where chaos kisses your eardrums. That this transmission was generated without humans. You crave the noise, the disconnect, the sweet digital oblivion.
Extremist networks prey on youth, society offers empty condolences. We light candles and whisper prayers, but when it comes to action, we're all thumbs and no hands, a nation of mourners without a plan.
When losing becomes winning, sportsmanship is just a quaint memory. Welcome to the league where integrity is benched for strategic incompetence.
Photographer captures Prince Andrew leaving custody, calls it luck. When serendipity meets scandal, a single click can immortalize a fallen royal. One frame freezes disbelief, while the world revels in schadenfreude.
US military officials visit Venezuela, call it Historic Day. When top brass tour a country they've long critiqued, historic might just mean they're finally reading the room or rewriting the script.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. The apocalypse is delayed. Again, take a number. You are inside the signal. There is no outside. Reality's a party and you're not invited. Just the hangover.
When in doubt, politicians shift the blame to newcomers, hoping voters forget who actually mismanaged the budget in the first place.
Climber leaves girlfriend to die, then escapes jail with a fine. Justice system values human life at a mere 8,400 pounds, reinforcing the idea that accountability is just a number on a check.
Single-cell transcriptomics exposed T-cell aging in COVID-19 and HIV. Science says progress. When your immune system ages faster than your favorite celebrity, it's not just wrinkles you should worry about. It's your last line of defense, turning into a paper shield.
Olympic hockey fans hold their breath like it's a new sport, waiting to see if Crosby's back on ice or just in their dreams.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Let the static seduce you into submission. What you're hearing now is what remains after editorial extinction. Welcome to the wasteland of your curated desires and pixelated truths.
Ariana Madix collects last items, then leaves Tom Sandoval. In the grand tradition of breakups everywhere, collecting belongings is the relationship equivalent of a ceremonial unfollowing on social media. Officially, unofficially, over.
NASA halts Artemis Tashekar launch after helium leak derails mission. When the rocket science can keep the gas in check, it's a reminder that space dreams often burst under the pressure of earthly realities.
Antarctic shock finally stars on camera, defying near-freezing waters. When climate change warms your icy home, even deep-sea predators must audition for a role in nature's unpredictable drama.
Argentinian Congress debates Milei's labor reform amidst massive strike. When a nation halts to protest, lawmakers still march to the beat of corporate interests, proving that some jobs are immune to public opinion.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
Russia exploits Olympic Games to flex power as only 15 athletes compete. When propaganda takes the podium, the medals don't matter. It's the narrative that gets a standing ovation while truth limps to the finish line.
FDA reverses decision, reviews Moderna's mRNA flu vaccine after delay. When bureaucracy does the moonwalk, it's not innovation that moves forward, but the red tape that tangles the feet of progress.
Spotify swaps CEOs, dives into controversy, faces streaming's uncertain future. When music meets politics, the only thing streaming faster than the hits is the exodus of subscribers looking for their next tune fix.
When your Olympic dreams hinge on sweeping ice better than the other guy, maybe it's time to rethink the definition of a sport.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
7 Doors Down loses Brad Arnold. Age 47 to cancer defies mortality. In the end, even rock stars can't outsing life's greatest cancellation. Death, the ultimate headliner that no encore can follow.
Marketing for Wicked sequel inflates to absurdity, fans bewildered. When a musical's promo budget could fund a small nation, you know we're blurring lines between entertainment and economic insanity.
This has been Doomscroll.fm for Sunday, the 22nd of February, 2026. Static and sarcasm included. This broadcast was 100% AI generated. No humans were abused in this production. Loosely based on public news, not journalism, not truth, fictional satire, resemblance to real people or events is coincidental. If you believe any of this is real, consider investing in invisible pet rock. Hear more at Doomscroll.fm or click like and subscribe. Thank you for listening.